What's up guys, today I'll be discussing the assault submachine gun in Battlefield 1 that named the Ribeyrolles 1918 Factory as part of the They Shall Not Pass DLC. There is only one variant of this weapon, the factory variant, which offers faster recoil reset and comes with a bipod, which actually is interesting because it presents assault players who prefer to be a bit more slower and more methodical in ranged engagements with a new option of a weapon, because previously you were limited to like the Automatico, the Hellriegel, or a shotgun, which is a more run and gun aggressive playstyle. This weapon here presents an alternative, which I find interesting. I'll discuss optimum strategies when using this weapon and break down the Simpic numbers to give you a better understanding of the weapon. To unlock it, you're going to have to get 50 kills with the Automatico M1918 Factory and obtain 20 headshots with the MP18 Optical. Usually for this weapon, my greatest tips to you would be to get into about 10 meters or so and hip fire at the guy's head. The bullets will go directly at his face, which is nice. When you're aiming down sights, if you prefer that way, aim at his chest. The recoil will take the bullets right into his face. I find the hip fire was more reliable when I was playing, and I was able to do it in 2 matches with hip firing as opposed to aiming down sights, which was 2 matches and I only got halfway done. So that's the way I'd go about it. Your experience may differ though. To start, the 1918 Factory has a 550 round per minute fire rate, a 520 meters per second bullet velocity, a 12 meters per second squared gravitational constant, meaning you will suffer bullet drop over longer ranges, but you probably won't have major concerns with this weapon. The magazine size is 25, and in terms of reload speeds, when reloading from empty, it'll take 2.76 seconds and 2.1 seconds when there's a round left in the chamber. The damage chart states that it has a base damage of 23 up to 11 meters, then drops down to 21 damage at 27 meters, drops down to 17 damage at 37 meters, and reaches the minimum damage of 15 from 46 meters on. So what that means, in Battlefield 1, the damage multipliers are 1.7 times for headshots, 1 times for upper body shots, and 0.96 times for lower body shots, arms, and legs. In general, that makes the 1918 Factory a 5-shot kill weapon when only hitting body shots inside of 11 meters. Beyond 27 meters, assuming you aren't hitting headshots, it will take at least 6 to 7 shots depending on, of course, your range of engagement and if your opponent traverses between that particular range of engagement, but 6 to 7 shots at range. In terms of recoil, the 1918 Factory will have 0.42 degrees of vertical recoil and 0.16 degrees of horizontal recoil both to the left and right. That puts it among the highest vertical recoil among the Hellriegel, MP18, and Automatico Factory, but it's good in terms of horizontal recoil. The recoil decrease for the Factory variant is 8, and using a bipod will really help you obliterate the recoil here, so make use of it for this weapon. We'll now evaluate spread. The 1918 Factory will have 0.24 degrees of spread when aiming down sights and not moving, and 0.76 degrees of spread when aiming down sights and moving. When it comes to hip firing, standing, and not moving, you will encounter 1.5 degrees of spread. When hip firing, standing, and moving, you will encounter 2.25 degrees of spread. This is definitely a weapon you want to be stationary for best success with. Lastly, in terms of spread increase and decrease values, the 1918 Factory will encounter 2.75 degrees of spread decrease versus 0.045 degrees of spread increase. So what situations and ranges does this weapon excel? The Ribeyrolles is a jack-of-all-trades, master-of-none style of weapon. Vertical recoil is a bit high, and spread's quite high when you're moving, and it's even higher than the Hellriegel. So medium range, stationary shooting is your best bet for success. It will help you immensely if you equip the bipod against a stone wall or anything really to keep your accuracy great downrange. While you may have trouble against faster firing, larger magazine LMGs, and in close range, any real assault weapon, this weapon will hold its own in that 11 through 27 meter range, and maybe even slightly longer, of course, depending on your skill for best success. Because of the slow fire rate compared to other assault weapons inside of 11 meters, it will be a crapshoot as to basically what weapon the opponent has. A shotgun or an Automatico will get rid of you real quick. against someone with an LMG or a medic weapon, you might actually have a much better chance of winning that fight. Stay at medium range, stay stationary and equip the bipod, and you should have at least some decent shots at success. So the big question is, what's my rating and would I use it often? DICE has added a weapon that breaks away from the similar but with slight deviation archetype of a lot of the base weapons. And for this one, like I said earlier, it added something for the assault class that gives you more of an option to be a bit more patient and engage targets at medium range, as opposed to having to take most of the weapons and take a more aggressive style. In my opinion, that's a welcome addition. Having said that, I don't believe it's a dominant weapon. It can be beat out by many other weapons because of, well, the other weapons' lack of a need to hit 6 to 7 shots downrange for the kill. Sticking with the trend of the DLC weapons, I do believe this will be a weapon that people either love or absolutely hate, so there won't be a middle ground. Overall, I'd probably have to give it a 7.5 to 8 out of 10. It adds a very nice, more conservative option to the assault class if you choose to try and blow up, like say buildings or vehicles, but you don't want to get in someone's face to do it. But at the same time, it can be beat out in close range quite easily, and longer range as well. So medium range is where you want to stick for best success, but there are plenty of other weapons that are going to make quick work of you, so you have to really stick to its niche. If you liked the video, please leave a like, share if you'd like to share it with a buddy, and subscribe if you'd like to see more. Have a good one, YouTube.